Do I have some crazy technical patterns to show you? As you guys can see, I actually found an article which I think pretty much covers the bases to a T here, and pretty much is exactly how I would explain the way the market is going to be moving over the next couple months into the next year or so here. I found quite a few charts that accurately represent what it is that I've been trying to make points summarized all up in one article here. This shows you the Bitcoin price trend and year-over-year return, and hopefully you guys are starting to see a pattern that's happening every 4 years or so. Not only do we have to look at that, we're also going to have to look at context that Bitcoin having, the historical rallies and the historical movements, and then based off of this, seeing if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's probably a duck, in the sense that we should see the same pattern kind of happen moving forward here. We'll then look at the reduction in the new Bitcoin supply and how that would ideally affect the market movements here, and then the impact on price. I'm very excited to go over this because this is what we've been waiting for, guys. This is what we've been, counting our blessings, waiting patiently for. It's about to hit us, and it's about to hit us hard, so definitely make sure to subscribe. But with that being said, what we need to look at today is the XRP chart, the Solana chart here, Ethereum chart, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Yet again, it is just another day of consolidation as we build the technical indicators bigger and bigger and bigger. XRP continuously correcting in its descending fractal here. Solana doing a very similar thing. Solana, we had originally drawn this kind of symmetrical triangle, hopefully you guys can get familiar with, filling in the gap, trending sideways here. And what we're dealing with right now is what we thought maybe could have been a breakout side, but because you can see there's very little volume, what we're going to do later on today is just slightly tweak this chart to include the current little blip that we're having right here. However, we are still very close to the end, so I'm excited to talk about that. Same thing goes with Ethereum, bouncing off resistance here. Bitcoin trading sideways in its massive sideways channel, clear as day. And we're going to talk about the S&P consolidating. So lots, and I mean lots of important things to go over in today's video. That being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's jump right into today's episode. Now guys, super quick before we dive into the technical analysis, for those that aren't familiar, BitFi is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. And for a limited time only, they're giving away $100 in free cryptocurrency by literally signing up in the description down below and making a deposit. That simple. It's completely free. Literally, I mean, if you think about it, you put in like $10, you get your, or whatever the terms are. If you sign up right here, you scan this, you'll know the exact terms. You deposit it, you get your free crypto, you transfer it out, and you're left with your free crypto. It's that simple to use as a bonus. There's really not much to it, so make sure to go claim that ASAP down in the description below. But anyways, diving into today's video, you can see here, there's lots, and I mean lots of things we need to go over and talk about first. But you can see yesterday's episode, we talked about the calm before the storm, and this is not only short-term in my eyes, but also long-term in my eyes. That something big is coming for a lot of these cryptos in the long grand scheme of thing, as well as in the short-term right now, as we should be ramping things up in the very, very, very near future. Now, as you guys can see, the current coin market cap is also revealing that overall we are flatlined out. It doesn't get any nuttier than this. Trading only 0.5. We've been at 1.66 trillion for I don't even know how long in global crypto market cap. And you can also see flatlined out practically on the fear and greed index, trading at 55, 56. That's literally like this. There's no pulse anymore. We're flatlined. We're done. We're dead. Like, it's so crazy what's happening here. I mean, check it out. Bitcoin for a solid week has done nothing. 6.5 days, 6 days, nothing. Just trending sideways. It's incredible to see it. BNB, dead in the water. XRP, trending sideways here. Cardano, pretty sideways as well. I mean, majority of the major cryptos that have an impact on the overall market are doing nothing. And that's kind of the main focal point that we have to talk about today. When volatility is down, it's typically implying a big, something is going to break this steadiness here. Crypto in a nutshell, is a crazy volatile market, way more than any other market there is. So when we see it act neutral and act without volume, it's usually implying something big is brewing in the markets here, which is what we'll have to talk about. Now, to move forward from here, I have this article pulled up on Pantera Capital, and they talk about a few interesting things here. You can see based off the Bitcoin price here. You can see the price trend in year-over-year returns. You can notice here in in gray, this is the 12-year trend, and then the yellow is the price, No, I lied. The year-over-year is right here, and this is the 12-year trend in the dots right here. So you'll notice in the price, it's about every 4 years is the high point. So right about 2014, right in the beginning of 2014 is all-time highs for Bitcoin, right at about $1,000. Flash forward, when's the next high? Well, just eyeball it. 4 years past 2014 is 2018. Halving. Think about it. So we'll move forward. Oh, well, what a coincidence. 4 years after 2014, 2018, not only are we at the highest year over year, but we're also at the highest price Bitcoin has ever been, about $20,000 right here. What a coincidence. Well, 2018, what's 4 years after 2018? About 2021, 2022. Okay, let's look. Oh, check that out. 2021, 2022, right here. Oh, look at that. Highest year over year, highest price trend that we've had, 2021, 2022. What a coincidence. It's happened numerous times now. We can even go back 4 years from 2014, 2010, 2011. Check that out. 2011, all-time highs, yet again, highest point. So you can see historically, it's a 3 to 4 year cycle, 3.5 to 4 year cycle of these movements here. It is not just a coincidence. It happens consistently here. And you can see total circulation will be 21 million coins. It will be distributed to network nodes when they make blocks, with the amount cut in half every 4 years. Guys, it's not random. This isn't some fluke freak of nature. This is statistically shown. This is cyclical market trends. If you understand market cycles, and they might not come every couple of months, that's what people need to grasp, and that's what gets people confused. It is every 4 years in the market cycles here. It's the stock market does the same thing. Stock market typically has, what is it called? Depressions, bear markets every 5 years for bear markets. Depressions is like every 10 to 12 years or something like that. If you understand the cycles, you'll be able to capitalize on them. And if you trade in a broad scheme of things, you'll have multiple opportunities in different markets to capitalize. We focus on Bitcoin and crypto, so we have to be more patient. We have the bull run every 4 years. We have a bullish year, and then we have a bearish year where we have lots of market trends and lots of volume and lots of people in it. And then the other 2 to 3 years is just slow. Things are slow. So consider that. Think about it. Now, moving forward from that, you can see here, next year's halving. The next halving is projected to occur April 20th. The mining reward will decrease from 6.25 Bitcoin per block to 3.1. Efficient market theory would hold that if we all know it's going to happen, then it has to be priced in. Paraphrasing a line attributed to Warren Buffett on the dogma. The markets are almost always efficient, but the difference between almost and always is about $80 billion. Thus, even if we think everybody knows something, it doesn't mean there isn't a ton of money to be made. Investing in a market where people believe in efficiency is like playing bridge with someone who has been told it doesn't do any good to look at the cards. If the demand for new Bitcoin stays consistent and the supply of new Bitcoin is cut in half, this will force the price up. Previously, there has also been an increased demand for Bitcoin before the halving event because of the anticipation of a price increase. Over the years, we have stressed that the halving is a big event, but it takes years to play out, and that's what you guys need to be patient. You only need to be a millionaire once. You only need to be patient once. And if you are patient with it, you will win in the end. You need to be dedicated and you need to be patient. Bitcoin has historically bottomed 477 days prior to the halving, climbed leading into it, and then exploded to the upside afterwards. The post-halving rallies have averaged 480 days from the halving to the peak of the next bull cycle. If history were to repeat itself, which it has consistently, the price of Bitcoin should be troughed December 30th of 2022. As we know, that was a year and a half ago here. And what happened? We pretty much hit a low right around there. We can check. When was the low for Bitcoin? Let's scale out. The low hit right here. What a coincidence. November 2022 was the low. November into December of 2022. Well, when did that happen? They said December 30th was the low of 2022. Right on the money. Let's move forward and look at the rally here. Where was the low point? Right around the end of 2022 was the low point. What have we been doing since then? Scaling higher. They don't even have the mid to end of 2023 into 24. We've already seen that happen. We've already filled it in. We've now been moving up from that low point in December all the way upwards. Has been a slow but steady explosion of volume within Bitcoin, yet again, historically proven. What happens after 35 higher? We explode again. 35K up to 150K is the anticipated move. We're right on the money, yet again, something that this has been outlined many months ago, and you're already seeing us move up. And you can see how statistically accurate this is. So keep your eyes peeled on this. If you don't believe me, that's up to you. This is a halving reduction in new Bitcoin supply, whatever. We'll jump on this. You can see the percentage of previous halving rallies, 32, 23, we're looking at 47, and you can see how the rally typically, the actual volume of it does die down consistently. We're going to see that consistently die down, but again, still a massive explosion. So that's really my thought to this all, and hopefully you guys see that too. It's going to be a long video. We're also going to quickly summarize today for those that are waiting here, but ideally, as I've said before, we'll repeat history. We're looking for this to break out. You have an aggressive trend. If we can confirm a daily closure above this downtrend here, we'll buy in and long to this resistance. If we don't, then I would expect to continue to scale lower. But when we do break this, I do expect to see a run to the upside here, mainly because we have XRP trending, finally starting to trend above major downtrend here. So once we really start to scale up, we should start to move higher, and we should move up to here. Moving forward from that, if we break through this conservatively, this resistance, I would expect to see a long completion of the bull flag, which would be very exciting. Moving forward from that, Solana, we're going to zoom in. I strongly believe we're going to have to do some tweaking. I know you guys don't like tweaking, but we have to tweak. Something like this. You can start to see us play it out, and you'll notice we're still inside this kind of bull flag that's forming. It's going to pop. We're flatlined out 50 on the RSI. It's going to happen sooner than later, so keep your eyes peeled on that. Obviously, we do all these trades on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets you buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, so on and so forth. They have a welcome rewards as well as a demo account. So not only can you earn the sign-up bonus of $100, you can then earn over $2,000 in free crypto by completing the tasks down here. They have a demo account with $50,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills. Then you can switch on over to the demo account, clicking on BidFi. You can then switch over to the live. So learn how to trade, get familiar, test my trades. Then when you're comfortable, you can start heading over to the real exchange where the big dogs play. But moving forward from that, these other cryptos, and to wrap up today's episode here, Ethereum hitting a bit of turbulence, consolidating. Again, not a coin I'm focused on right now. And Bitcoin is, you can see, has literally just been floating inside this channel here. So we need this to break. Otherwise, we're just going to continue to float. We've literally been trading at 50 on the RSI. We're probably going to continue to do so. Once we can confirm a break above this resistance, I would expect to see some sort of solid uptrend trajectory. But look, it's so bad. I mean, maybe if we jump even earlier to like the 3 hour, can we see some sort of much smaller predictive measure here? You can start to see this forming. Let's jump to the 1 hour now on Bitcoin. Yeah, so you can see on the hourly chart, there's an even smaller potential here. So we'll keep this on our radar. But it's going to take a while to play out. That's all I know. It's not going to be quick by any means. Something like this is what I would suspect to see happen. And this ideally ends right around February 13th. So we have a week left of this consolidation, but you can see us filling this in here. So something is definitely forming and brewing on a lot of these cryptos, and we're going to see some healthy consolidation within the S&P. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. See you in tomorrow's video. Peace.